All right. Hi, guys. Thanks for being live with me again. This is Sabrina Rombach, your mindset consultant with a background in neuroscience, public health, and medicine. Thank you for coming back. If you're watching this, please give me a hashtag replay or live. And if you like my content, please go to my page and like my page or subscribe to that YouTube channel or add me on Instagram so you can get the latest updates and get other goodies. Hopefully this information can help you to excel in life as well. So what we're talking about today is how to cure yourself from the 5 most common excusitis, the failure disease. If you read the book, The Magic of Thinking Big, you know what I'm talking about. And I'll put a link below if anyone is interested in diving more deeper into that book. So as you know, I always like to use synonyms and acronyms. And what are we doing today is B.L.A.A.H. Don't be blah. So why are we curing ourselves excusitis? It's because we wanted to be the version that we best can and not to limit our own mental cage. So number 1, we're diving right into it. B is for busy. Many people are just busy all the time. But have you asked yourself, is your business actually creating the future that you wanted, producing you, multiplying your time, or is it really robbing your time? You're busy because you're so easy to say yes to too many things. And knowing every yes you say means you're said hundreds of no's to. And the things that you said no to unintentionally could be the best opportunity, the project that quantum leap your life. All right. So if you want to know a little bit more about how to purposeful procrastinate, watch for my later videos. And I am putting together a 5-module weekly long course starting on the first Saturday of August. And hopefully we can work together at that time. I'll talk more about that later. All right, next, what's L? Lucky. Some people always say, well, luck is not with me. Oh, that guy landed the big project because luck. Well, accept the law of cause and effect. Not many things are actually by luck, but actually what? Their own persistence, their own effort. They put in a positive attitude and they put in the action behind that to make something happen. Going back to the Magic of Thinking Big book, there's Miss Success receives a setback. She learns and profit. But when Miss Mediocre loses, she fails to learn. So don't be a mediocre. And don't be a wishful thinker. The equation of luck, as Darren Hardy simply puts, is preparation, that personal growth part, that doing your homework, and attitude, thinking positively. Our thoughts are aligned with our mind, with our outcome, with our expectation. Opportunity, be open to receive. You will never know the result unless you actually tried it, actually did something about it. And then again, tie back into action. Action cures fear. A is acuity, intelligence. People can complain about, oh, my mind doesn't work that way, or I'm just not that good. So selling yourself short, putting limitations around yourself is really a killer to self-growth. The ability to think and learn are much greater than memorize things. Albert Einstein once was asked if he would be able to recite the equations for conversion pounds to kilos. He says, why would I be able to do that? Well, I can take a minute to look that up in encyclopedia. Well, I don't know if any of us still use encyclopedia nowadays when we have Google. But despite the fact, memorizing things are not a critical way to learn, but to think and process the logic. And remind yourself, my attitude is more important than my intelligence. Just like this quote said, be you, be true to your words, don't sell yourself short, and don't waste your life worrying. What's the other A? Age. People think they're too old, they can't learn new things. People think they're too young. How do they put themselves into authoritative state? Everything go back to attitude again. So look at your age positively. Compare how long you have left for productivity. For most of us, we finish school, college, and be most productive from your 20s, late teens, getting that first job into your 70s. So if your whole productivity year is 50 years, then think about what's the percentage of productivity you have already served. Even let's say you're in your 40s and 50s, you still have 20 good years to go. And not to say with the advance in medicine, after your 80s, you don't have any productivity. Productivity doesn't have to be professional, but also the way that you be present with yourself and be present with others. The quote by Elaine Stitcher says, this age thing is all up to you. It's like happiness, it's all up to you. You just have to understand what it is before you get it. Last but not least, age for health. I think we probably all did it, right? Especially when we're younger. Oh, I have a stomach cramp. I don't want to go to school. And I have a headache. I don't want to go to that meeting. Well, this excuse that you made for yourself, maybe that day of lesson is the key lesson that you miss in life. And that meeting, you could have met someone who would push you into the next phase and into that next promotion, into the next big project you could potentially land. So refuse to talk about your bad health. Refuse to worry about your bad health. Even you have an issue, when you're trying to get second, third, fourth opinion, how much does it really change? Likely little, but that's a question you have to ask yourself as well. And if you haven't got significant difference in the result, are you just trying to look for a person telling you exactly what you want to hear? And remind yourself often, it's better to wear out than rust out. All right, it doesn't look pretty. So life is yours to enjoy, and it's your choice. Also, let's recap. Don't say any more blah. Make your life more interesting. Not sure if you guys know this. I remember this video clip. It was Highwire when I was in college. It says, stop it. And it's just still on YouTube about someone come to a therapist to ask for an idea, and then he just telling her, stop it. So what are we stopping? Complaining about being busy, saying I don't have the luck, I don't have the intelligence, I'm too young or too old, or I'm not in my optimal health to do anything. All right. So my question for you today is, what is one of the failure disease, excusitis, you can cure yourself today? Please share and leave your comment below. Great. So as you know, my mission is to empower young women and the men standing right alongside of them to discover your genius, speak your truth unapologetically, achieve the desired level of success that you so deserve through positive thinking, good habits, and a balanced life. All right, are you ready to jumpstart and learn how to balance life better? We wanted to recognize what we have achieved so far. And so let's discover your true path, have a courage to march toward it. First step, fill out your vision finder, set new goals, and let's discover the present and future, what's possibly you can accomplish. All right. Thank you for all my listeners. Please subscribe to my channel and like my page. If you wanted to jumpstart your life just a little bit faster, contact me directly and then we can talk about various workshops and course modules that I have in place. All right. Thanks everyone